Masechta Sanhedrin, Daf Ein Ches Amar Aleph. We're starting from the second line from the top. So you want to tell me Rabbanim Gelent Nabraisa he kua asar b'nei Adam. If 10 people beat one person, asar maklis with 10 sticks. Ramei says that the person died from the beating of the 10 people. Bain, whether they all killed him or whether they beat him up consecutively, they're parted from the punishment of Misa. That's the sheet of Chachamim. Rabbi Yehuda in a case where if they 10 people beat him up consecutively, the last one is going to be chayiv because he hastened as misasi the person's death. He completed the death and hastened it. Rabbi Yochanan said, they learn it out from one and the same pasuk. It says in the pasuk, if a person will hit any soul, he should die. So the Chachamim here, the Rabbanim say kol nafesh. What do we learn out from the kol nafesh? That the Yitzchak is not chayv adika kol nafesh till he hits a whole soul. That means a complete soul. In our case, by the time the 10th person came around, already 9/10 of the soul were beaten, were taken out of the person. So he didn't, and the last person took the last 10th. But Rabbi Yehuda would say this of a kol nefesh. The word kol nefesh comes to teach us kol dehu nefesh. Even a drop of a nefesh that causes, hastens the death, that person is going to be chai for. Amar Rabbi said, "Hakos harachams Rabbi Yehuda b'Seidah meinim." Are in agreement, but when somebody kills a teifa is a person or animal that cannot live a full year, because either there's a physical damage, either in the esophagus, there's a puncture, all Rashi says, on the brain. He's going to be pater from misa. Geis is b'dei shemayim. Geis is like a machla, a fever that causes him a terminal illness, and somebody kills him. Everybody's in agreement. If somebody kills a geis, that person will be chayv. Only where was machlekes? Geis b'dei yadam, where somebody who was beaten up, and that's how he got sick, and he's going to die. So the last person who hastened his death, that is a machlokes. One compares it to a treifa because the last person who killed him is like he's killing a treifa because the other people that beat him to a point that he has is similar to a treifa, and killing a treifa is part of Mamed Amalei. But Rabbi Yehuda say the holds l'geis b'dei shamayim. He's compared to a geis b'dei shamayim, in which the person is going to be chai misa. Mamed Amalei l'treifa, my time Mamed Amalei l'geis b'dei shamayim. The one that compares it to a treifa, why doesn't he compare it to a geis b'dei shamayim? Because the Tanakama holds geis b'dei shamayim lo yisabed bei ma'isa. By a geis b'dei shamayim, there was no ma'isa that was done. I mean, the goof, there wasn't a ma'isa done to him like that. It should be considered like there's a beginning of a death. And therefore he's considered as a chai gomor. He's just weak. And one who kills him, it's as if he's killing the whole nefesh. By Geis b'dei Yodim, there was an action done to it. And that action is similar to taking away part of the nefesh. It's similar to a treifa where part of the nefesh is taken, only a little bit of nefesh is left. And therefore he's going to be parted. And the one that compares it to Geis b'dei shamayim, why doesn't he compare it to treifa? And the Gemara, because treifa mechatche simonim. By treifa, physically, there's like Rashi says, there's a default in the esophagus. There's a punctural hole, or in the brain. So there's a physical mum that shows that he's going to die. But this case is for the Yadam. We're not talking about that there's something physical that's there that's for sure going to make him die. So therefore, it's not similar to a treifa. The Chacham who learned these brises before Rav Sheshes, it says in the Torah, V'ishki yaka kol nefesh adam meisumas. It says a man that will hit any nefesh, he shall die. Lahavi comes to include the word es. It says, I'm sorry, v'ishki kol meisumas lahavi hamakas chaverim ein ba'ikdei lahamis. Comes to include a case where he beats his friend and it wasn't a blow that could kill him. Another person came and killed him. Shuchai is going to be chai misa. This ribui of ish kiyaka kol nefesh comes to include a blow that couldn't kill him. It's pashut. Anybody can think it's pshitas. It's adava pashut that the second mark is chayiv because the first mark didn't give a blow that tried to kill him. Ella, we have to learn the pshat. Is yes, it's talking about that the blow it was a strong enough blow to kill him, and another person, and he still survived. Another person killed him. Shu chayiv, that he's still going to be chayiv, even though it was only a kolder nefesh, a little part of the nefesh that he killed. Like whom was this brayso learned? So he says Ustama. This brayso bistam was learned like here. Rabbi Yehuda ben Meseira. Who dashens the pasuk when it says kol nefesh, it means kol Amar Rava. Even a little bit of nefesh, if somebody kills, he's going to be chayiv. Amar Rava. Rava said, one who kills a teif is pater. A teif that killed b'fnei bezdin, so then the din is chayiv. He's going to be chayiv. Shloi b'fnei bezdin. If the teif kills shloi b'fnei bezdin, he's pater. So Rava explains, b'fnei bezdin, my time. What's the reason in front of bezdin? He's going to be chayiv. The chesiv it says in the pasuk v'yata Rav mikibecha. The Bezdin who saw this Maisera of Ritzicha, they have an obligation to be to remove the evilness from the midst. But it's Shalai B'fnei Bezdin Potter. But if it's not in front of Bezdin, he's going to be Potter. Meaning we're not going to kill them al pi Eidim Achedim that will testify B'fnei Bezdin that they had saw the action. It's Eidas that you cannot be mekayim the din azama and punish the edim kasher some last lachit. Why can't you be because even if the edis are lying about this treifa and they try to accuse him and that he should be chayv misa, these edis are not trustworthy edis because even if edim prove that these edim were lying, we can't punish the edim. These Eidim, what they wanted to do to the treifa, because the treifa was considered as a dead man, and somebody who kills a treifa is pater. So these Eidim who are accused of lying about this treifa killing somebody, we can't do nothing to them because because somebody who kills the treifa is pater. So these Eidim who attempt to kill the treifa is going to be pater because killing a treifa is pater. Any edus that's impossible to be mazim is not considered edus. Rabbi said, somebody who satamizes a treifa b'mishkev zachar chayiv is going to be chayiv misa. Treifa sherava, a treifa that satamizes another man, b'fnei bezdin in front of bezdin chayiv, he's going to be chayiv. Shlei b'fnei bezdin, if not in front of bezdin, he's pater. Says Gemara, b'fnei bezdin chayiv, in front of bezdin is chayiv because the chesiv v'yata Rav Mikabach. You should get rid of the evilness from your midst. Rav shlei b'fnei bezdin. What's if he satamized not in front of the Bezdin? Then Potter is going to be Potter, and we don't kill him according to the testimony of the Eidim. Because these Eidim, let's say they were lying and attempted to kill the Treifa for satamizing a person, and two Eidim come and say these Eidim are lying about the Treifa, we wouldn't kill these Eidim Kasha Zaman because killing the Treifa is not considered as killing your Potter. In fact, why do we need a second case by Reveya Hainohach? It's exactly the same case as by killing. As Hatreifa, we need it for somebody who satamizes a treifa. I would have thought we should consider as if he lived with a dead person. So the one who satamized the treifa should be potter from punishment of misa. Kamashman comes the Torah and teaches us, or Rava comes and teaches us, the Bemis is going to be chayv misa. And Mishumano, the chiyuv for the Reva is going to be because he had anab. And this Reva who lived with the treifa had anab. So therefore he's chayv misa. Rava said, Eidim that testified and a teifa that he did a vera that is chayv misa v'huzmu, and they were muzam. These Edom who attempted to kill the treifa ein harag, and they don't get killed because it says and since they only try to kill a person whose teifa was considered as already dead, therefore therefore he's going to be potter eidei treifa. What's if the Edom themselves were eidei treifa and shehuzma, and they became Muslim? They lied about a healthy Edom, a healthy person. They lied about a healthy person. That this healthy person get killed. And they were Muslim. That the Eidei Teifa came out to be liars. Now they get killed. Even the Eidei Teifa who are Muslim are not going to get killed like they want to do to a healthy person. Because what's if these Edom, another pair of Edom come and say that these Edom who try to accuse the Eidei Teifa as liars and be Mechai the Eidei Teifa Misa, so they're liars. We have to do what they try to do to the Eidei Teifa. But the problem is, it's because the Eidei Teifa is not considered as they try to kill him, because killing a Teifa is pater. Rabba says, Shei Teifa Shaharag Chayiv. Shei Teifa that killed is Chayiv Skila. The Shel Adam Teifa Shaharag pater. A shayr that belongs to Adam Teifa that killed pater is pater. My time. What's the reason a shayr of a person who's a treifa, meaning the owner is the treifa, not the ox? Why is the shayr not going to get skila? Amakar, it says in the pasuk, Asher Yisok v'gabe all of yumas. Kol hechad the karinam b'ay v'gabe all of yumas karinam b'ay Asher Yisok. However, it's shaykh to say that the bailin should get killed for killing somebody. But then you give the skila to the shayr. You must here. You can't consider the owners who are treifa that they should die because they're dead already. So therefore, if you can't apply all of you must buy if the bainim are treifa, therefore the shayr doesn't get skila. Rav Ashi says, "Afilu shayr treifa nami." Shaharak Potter. Ravashi argues, he says, even a Shei Treifa that killed will also be Potter. My time, what's the reason? Even the Ila Be'olim Havib today. Since if the Be'olim would have been a Treifa, and they would have, and the Balaam would have killed somebody, they would have been, the Balaam would have been Potter V'Misa, Sheinami Potter. Therefore, the Shayr, who's the Treifa, is going to be Potter, because we learn out from a Hekesh, Skilas Shayr to the Misa Balaam. And just like by the Misa Balaam, if they were Teifa, they would be Potter. So too, which is a Teifa that kills a person, is going to be Potter, and he won't get Skila. She's if he incited the dog or the Nacha, she's Potter. Or he brought the snake upon the person. So, Rabbi Yehuda's Mechayv Chacham Patim. Amar Rav Acham Rabbi Yaakov Shetin Selema. When you're going to be medayik on the words of the Tanaim, this Machlek is Ladivri Rabbi Yehuda. According to Rabbi Yehuda, who says he's Chayiv, he'll say Eretz Nachash Ben Shinav Huaymet. The poison of the snake is right there by the teeth, and therefore, the moment he put the snake on the person, it's like stabbing the person. Lefika Chamakish Kemisa Saif. Therefore, the snake who bites and kills him, it's like sticking it's mamish like a ritzicha to a sword. Nachash, but nachash pata, and the nachash is going to be pata from the chiyuv skila because it was directly from the person. According to Hachamim, eretz nachash me'atzmehu meikei. After the snake even sticks its fangs in the basa of a person, the nachash has to work on himself to get the poison from the inside out that should go into the person, into the bite. So it's really who's participating. The nachash is participating. It's not just by placing the nachash on the person, because you don't have the poison right there and then. It's only if the nachash gets involved. So since the nachash is getting involved, the nachash gets skila. But the one who who brought the nachash there is going to be potter. Somebody who hits his friend, whether a stone or a fist, and the Yonim evaluated that he's going to die because of this blow, and he recovered from what it was, and then later on, he became sick again, but Mason he died. Chayiv, the one who beat him, is going to be Chayiv. That's according to the Tanakama. He's going to be Potter because we have proof that he didn't die because of this market, because we see that he recovered. S. In the words where it says Vehika ish es re'eu zu darshav Nechemia. This is what Nechemia dashens him. Yakum misalch bachutz. If he gets up and he walks outside Amashanta, it means leaning on himself on his own, that he has strength on his own. V'nika maka, and he's gonna be part of Chayimisa. So why do we need the Torah to tell us? Does it make sense to say that the person recovered completely and he's walking in the shuk, and the one that hit him, gave him the blow, should get killed? Ella, rather, this pasuk is referring to Shamadu Lamisa. They evaluated lechatchila that this person is going to die from this blow, and then he recovered, and they evaluated, oh, he's going to live. And then afterwards the sickness returned, but Mason he died. Shuhu Pata is going to be Pata. That's what Rab Nechemia is dashni, Rabbanan. According to Rabbanan, who says that even if he recovered and then it came back and he died, he's going to be Chayiv. The one who gave him the blow is going to be Chayiv. So, and this that it says Shim is Halabachutz al Mashantin, that he's going to go on his own. Nikah Maka, it says that he's going to be Pater, the one that hit him. Hakavana is where the one that got hit was completely healed. So, hi, Nikah Maka, my Dashabay. What are the Abanon Takat Dashim with the words Nikah Maka? It's extra L'cheda. It's a Davar Pashit that you don't have to have a Pasuk to tell you that the one who gave the blow is going to be Pater if the one that got hit recovered completely. According to them, it comes to teach us that we lock him up till we are clear that if the one who got hit will die from the blow, then he'll be Chayv Misa. Only if he heals, then he will be let out of prison and he will be Pater. Rabbi Nechemia, from where does he learn out that we lock up the one that gave the blow till it becomes clear? We learn out from Mekeshish. Mekeshish is the story with the Bnei Slavcha's father. When the Bnei Yisrael were in the Midbar, they found a person gathering 8 Zman Shabbos, and they didn't know what to do with him. So they which Misa to punish him with, till it became clear that he's Chai Misa. So in the meantime, they locked him up. So just like till they found out clearly what to do, he was locked up. So too in our case, we're not clear if the mark is going to be Chai Misa, so we had him locked up. In fact, let them Rabbanan also learn out from the same place. What do they need to pasuk v'nikah maka? And for the Gemara Mekesh Makatalahu, Mekesh was a Bakatalahu. We knew exactly that he's Chai Misa. Moshe have a Yoda cut lebemai. Moshe just didn't know what kind of Misa love. Okay, hi, to exclude the Lo Yadin Bakatalahu Yila Bakatalahu, excluding our case, where we didn't know if he's Chayv Misa at all. There we knew he's by Makesh's Chayv Misa. Here we didn't know. And we have to keep him locked up till we find, till we see if the one that got hit is going to recover. Rabbi Nechemia, from where does he learn out that you're supposed to lock up the one that gave the blow till we're clear? And we cannot learn out from Makesh because Makesh is a case where we know that he's Chayv Misa for sure. But you want to yell at him Megadev. He learns it out from the story of the Megadev. Megadev was born from Shlomis Bas Divri, from the Mitzi that lived with her, and sent away the husband to go to work, and he lived with the Mitzi. And then when he came out, the Mitzi saw that the Yid recognized what happened, so he started to beat the Mitzi. But from there, from that living together, that Mitzi living with Shlomis Bas Divri, this Megadev came out. So they didn't know what to do with the Megadif when he cursed Hashem's name. Who they didn't even know. Moshe Rabbeinu didn't know if the Megadif was Chai Misa or not, but Chavashur. And they tied him up. What are the Chachamim gonna dashen with the Chavish B'Makah Chavei? Why do they need V'Nika Makah? Why don't they learn how from Megadif? And that was only for that time. That once they were cleared, it wouldn't happen ever again. They would know right away what the din of Megadif is Chai Misa. But here by a Makah and a Mukah, a person who gives a person a blow and a person who receives the blow, you don't. It could always happen. Can happen many, many times, and you don't know if the Mukah is going to recover or not. So you cannot learn out from the Haidah Shah that as a one-time thing for cases that can continuously happen. It says, you want to bring out from the B'naisa that there's a difference between the Kaishish and Megadif. The Tanya like the Rabbi said, Moshe Rabbeinu knew that Mekashish is Chai Misa. Because it says by Chilul Shabbos, Mechallah Mois Yumas. He didn't know which Misa he's Chayav. Then the Gemara says, like it says in the Pasuk, it says they put him Bamishma in like a prison, and they didn't know what to do with him. The Mashma, they knew that he's Chayav a specific punishment, just didn't know what. There it said kiloi parash. Kiloi parash means it wasn't clear, but here it says lifrisht lehem al piyashem, meaning it implied they didn't know. It was there from that those words lifrisht lehem implies that Moshe didn't know whether he's chayiv misa at all. It's like about a bishlam like Abnei Chamia Itzam instead of Kontra Abnei Chamia all Shim Hukim Echali V'Shum Meis. This is why the Pasuk writes to Limudim. It says V'lo Yamus. It says in the Pasuk and then it says V'lo Yamus, and he will not die. V'nafal Mishkav. And then it says Im Yokim Nisal B'Chutz Al Mishantem V'Nika Maka. So why do we need Lo Yamus and V'Nika Maka? So according to Abnei Chamia, it makes sense. One is to tell you Amadu Lamisa that they evaluated that he should be Chai Misa, and then he recovered that he's going to be Patur Misa. Amadu Lamisa, and one that they evaluated this Maka for Misa and he recovered, and then he fell ill again and died. To tell you that even in such a case he's going to be Patur Misa. But according to Rabbanan will hold that in the second case where he recovered and then he fell ill and died, he's not going to be Patur. So tell you why do we need the two limudim of Layamus and V'Nika Maka? Says according to Chachamim, one limud is Amadu Lamisa V'Chaya. If they evaluated for Misa and then he recovered, so the one that gave the blow is not going to be Chayav Misa. He only has to pay for Sheves V'Ripui. And one is for Amadu L'Chaim. They evaluated, okay, he's going to live. And then he died afterwards. Even in such a case, the one that gave the blow is going to be Pater. He's only going to have to pay money. Rabbi Nechemia, how does he darshan the case when to Pater, that when they have first evaluated for life and that then he died? So, how do we know in such a case that he's going to be chayiv for the Sheves Ripui and not Misa? Says Yomara, Amadul L'Chaim Ameis Leitzarka. But if they evaluated for life and then he died, you don't need a pass for that. He already came out of Bezdin Azakai. So once he goes out from Bezdin Azakai, we learned already Yomara before that you cannot go back on that. Once Bezdin Paskins, he can't go back on that. Somebody who gives a blow to his friend, and they Bezdin evaluated for Misa, and then he became completely healed. The one that gave the blow is going to be Pata. But Amadu Lamisa, what's he evaluated for death? And he recovered from what it was at the beginning, but he didn't become completely healthy. So they make a second evaluation that he has to pay the Nezik Tzari B'Shem Subaishas. And if afterwards he fell ill again, and he died, then we go after the second evaluation, meaning that he didn't fully recover, but he was going to live. So on the Makkah, he has to pay the Yashim, the Nezik Tzari B'Shem Subaishas. And we don't kill him like the first evaluation that they evaluated the blow for death, that he's going to die. Those are the words of Rabbi Nachman. There's no second evaluation. And therefore, if he fell ill again and he died, we go back to the first Aimet, the first evaluation, which they evaluated for Misa, because there's no second evaluation. And therefore, the one that gave the blow is going to be Chai Misa and not Mami. If they evaluated for death and then he became a recovered, and they evaluated for life, then the one that gave the blow is Pata for Misa. But what's if L'chaim, they first evaluated for life. Then he fell ill again, then we don't evaluate him for Misa, to be Mechayv the Makkah Beinish Misa al Retzicha. Amadu la Misa. What's if they first evaluated for death? And then he recovered from the sickness, and it looked like he's going to live. They evaluated a second time. To see how much money the one that gave the blow has to pay the mukkah, the one that got hit. But if afterwards he fell ill again and died, he has to pay the Nazir Tzar to the Yarshim of the one that got the blow, received the blow. Now he must from which, according to his matzah his man, which time does the Makkah have to pay the Nazik if he recovered from his sickness? Mishashi Kohu, according to the Zman from when he hit him, and not according to the Zman of the second evaluation.